I want to show you how my Nemo Aurora two-person tent has held up after 2 years of use. Now, I've used this thing probably anywhere between 20 and 25 nights. I can't remember exactly. And I've used it primarily on Boy Scout campouts with my son's Boy Scout troop. Now, some of those campouts have been what I'll call car camping, where we've pretty much just unloaded and the campsite is right there. And on a few occasions, I've actually backpacked this into the woods a mile or two, and we've set up there. I even took this in my suitcase on a plane and camped in Ohio by myself one time as well. So I've definitely used this thing over the 2 years that I've owned it. So over the time that I've had this tent, I wouldn't say that I've abused it. I've taken pretty good care of it for the most part. When we get back from a camp out, I make sure to set it up that same day, dry it out if it's wet, clean out any debris that might be in the bottom, and just kind of check it over and make sure everything's okay. And then when I pack it up, I'm very careful about packing it up and putting everything in the right order and that kind of a thing, making sure my stakes are all accounted for and not bent, all of that stuff. Now, in terms of campsites that I've been at with this thing, it's been kind of a mixed bag. In some cases, I've been out in kind of wide open fields, just like this, with the sun beating down on it and all those UV rays. And other times we've been in the middle of the woods where there isn't even really a campsite. We've just got kind of leaf litter and sticks and everything that I need to clear out of the way. In terms of weather, that's also been a mixed bag. This thing has been in at least 2 thunderstorms, maybe 3. And it's been, like I said, in sunshine and kind of everything in between. And it stays dry and hasn't leaked or even looked like it's even about to leak in any of those conditions. So I guess, spoiler alert, this thing has held up pretty well over the 2 years I've had it. But let's take a closer look so you can kind of see the condition of everything and how it's still functioning after 2 years. First up, I'll mention that the aluminum tent frame has held up quite well. Nothing has been bent or stressed or anything like that. Again, I take pretty good care of this tent, and I'm very careful when I'm setting it up that I don't put any stresses on this that would kind of bend the poles. And I also make sure I don't step on anything when it's kind of set off to the side. All the shock cords that are in here have also held up quite well. They're all still very springy and pliable. Nothing's kind of dried out or broken in that regard. Now you can see also all of these clips are still intact. These are just plastic clips. And I know on some tents these things can tend to break, but on mine they're all still in good condition. And all of these straps are also in good condition. Nothing is ripped. None of the seams are coming apart. It all is in pretty good shape. And again, this thing has been through even a couple of thunderstorms in kind of windy conditions. Same thing for the metal clips at the ends of the pole here. These are still in good condition and not ripped or fatigued in any way. If we look at the mesh on the top of the screen and kind of look it over, there are no holes in the mesh or stretch marks or places where it's kind of coming apart. As I said, I've been very careful when I set this up not to kind of mechanically damage it, but just from the stress of being set up and in the weather, nothing has kind of failed here. All we see if we get close up are just some wrinkles, which are normal, and we're even there on day one. Further down on the side, we have the white meshing here, and again, this is the same as the green meshing, so it's also held up quite well over the years that I've been using it. No issues, no stretching or unweaving or any of that sort of thing. And again, even these clips lower down are also all in good condition with no signs of fatigue. Now, all the seams that hold all the panels together are, as you can see, double stitched, and those have held up well. Now, I haven't examined every single stitch on this tent, but I don't see any signs of any of these kind of coming out or fraying or pulling out or any of that. All the stitching on here looks good. I guess we got one little fiber there that looks like it's kind of sewn into the seam, so that was probably there when it was new, just a little kind of extra thread. But other than that, everything just seems like it's staying together the way that it should, and no signs of it coming apart anytime soon. The same holds true for all the nylon panels as well. There's no holes or rips or signs of any fatigue in the nylon itself or the seams where it connects up into the mesh. And then if we look down at the corner where the tent poles come into the clips, all of this is in excellent condition as well. The cord that we use to kind of stake everything out, the aluminum clip, the strap, the reinforcement stitching, and the whole corner looks like it's still in excellent condition. There's no signs of even any slight wear and tear on this so far. It all is holding up real well. Now, one complaint that people had on these tents from day one is that there's only a single zipper here. There isn't a dual zipper. Now, for me, it's been okay. I've not really missed having two zippers too much as I've been using it, although I will admit that if we had the dual zipper, it would be a little more convenient. But this one's fine, and you can see that it is still in good condition. Right now, I don't have the tent staked out right now, so it's a little hard to get around this corner with one hand. But the only thing I will mention is that when this is staked out and there is tension on this, I get just a little tiny bit of binding in the zipper right about up in here somewhere when I'm trying to open up the door. So something kind of stretched a little bit there. It's not a problem. The zipper still runs smooth. It's just the way the stresses on the tent are. When it gets to that one point, it kind of just gets a little harder for a second or two as we get past that point, and then it's fine. But you can see I can open this all up and everything is still working the way that it should. Now, inside the tent, again, just like on the outside, I haven't inspected every square inch of this thing, but there are no holes or tears or anything like that in the bottom of the actual tent. Now, kind of a disclaimer, when I set the tent up, I always set up the included footprint underneath the tent floor, and I also use a secondary tarp underneath that footprint. So kind of dual layer of protection, especially when we're on those campouts where we're in the middle of the woods and not in a exact campsite where the ground is kind of cleared out. I always want that kind of double layer of protection, not just to keep the ground moisture up, but also to prevent any sticks or rocks from poking in. And so far that's done a good job, and like I said, the floor of this tent is still in really good condition. There was an optional inner footprint that you could buy for this tent, and it kind of snapped into these snaps at the corners. And that would be useful if you had pets or something like that in here with sharp claws. But I've never had the dogs in here or anything like that, so I didn't get that optional secondary footprint. I've just kind of used the tent as it is in the warm weather. And then in the cooler weather, I do have an insulated kind of blanket that I put down over here just to kind of help insulate the ground. So that does protect the floor as well. Now, looking at all the seams inside the tent, these have all held up quite well too. Again, no sign of any stitches coming apart or anything like that. While we're up here, one of the things I do like about this tent is this pocket for your headlamp. You can put that in here, and then it diffuses the headlamp light and gives you a nice ambiance inside the tent. If we look at some of the stitching and the seams inside the tent here where the kind of storage pouches are, and even here at these stress points in the corner, you can see everything looks good. There are no kind of seams coming apart. Like I said before, all the stitching looks like it's held up great. And then if we move down, even down here into the corners where everything is reinforced and kind of seam sealed, that all is held up quite well also. I have not had any leaks inside this tent, even in torrential downpours. Everything has stayed bone dry, which is, of course, what you want in a tent when you're out in the middle of nowhere. So I've tossed the Rainfly on top of the tent upside down just so you can kind of get a look at how this is holding up. And you can see all of these seams here with the seam sealing is in excellent condition, just like everything else. Nothing's coming apart. The seam seal tape is still there and not coming up or anything like that. And as I keep saying, this thing is not leaking in any way. I'm not going to set the Rainfly up exactly on the tent because I am about to put this away, but I'll show you the inside of the zipper here. Everything is still in excellent condition. And again, without setting the Rainfly up, I really can't show you how the zipper works, but I can tell you that it works perfectly. It doesn't bind or catch or anything like that. This has held up quite well over the couple of years that I've been using this tent. Even at the corners of the Rainfly where the strap ties into where the tent poles are, and we use this kind of buckle to tension everything, this has held up quite well, especially since this has been in some rainstorms, and I've put some extra tension on here to make sure that the water kind of bounced off of it. But you can see there's no signs of anything coming apart here. All the stitching is good, the strapping is good, the buckle is good, and the clip is still good. I almost forgot to talk about the vents at the top of the Rainfly. Now, there's not much that can go wrong with these, as you might expect, but they've held up quite well. Even the Velcro feels nice and strong still. Now, when these are open, they do help with ventilation inside the tent, but on those cold nights when we're camping in the winter, I've closed these up to kind of keep the heat in as best I can. Now, I will mention that I have had the tent in sort of a torrential downpour when these were open, and no rainwater leaked in. Everything stayed dry even with this open. but it wasn't windy in that occasion, so the rainwater wasn't kind of driving up under it. Anytime that I've been in a windy and rainy condition, these have been closed, so I haven't tested that. As I mentioned earlier, I always use sort of a dual footprint underneath the tent. This is the one that came with it, and this is just a blue tarp from Harbor Freight that I got, that I usually put down first, and then I put this over the blue tarp, and then I put the tent on top of that. Now, just like everything else on this tent, the footprint that came with it is still in excellent condition, with one exception, and this was my fault right here. I poked a small hole in the footprint because I set everything up on a stick that I didn't see that poked a small hole through both the tarp and the footprint over here. So just to kind of patch this up and keep that hole from spreading, I put some tape on either side just to kind of keep it under control, and that's done the job quite well since that happened about a year ago, and everything else, like I said, has held up quite well, as you would expect. Even the carry bags for the stakes, the tent poles, and the tent itself have all held up quite well and show very little signs of wear and tear. Now, speaking of the stakes, this is the only thing I've changed on the tent. I went onto Amazon and I got a set of these kind of tri-sided stakes. These are just a little bit more rigid than the hollow stakes that come with the tent. That's something that I needed to consider, since most of the time when I'm camping here in New England, the ground is very hard and or possibly rocky. So I needed a tent stake that was going to kind of hold up to that abuse a little bit better than the ones that were included with the Nemo kit. As you've probably already gathered from watching the video, I'm very happy with this tent. It's held up quite well over the 2 years I've had it, and I expect it to last many more without giving me any trouble. And that's a good thing, because I've got a lot of camping lined up in the future. If you want to learn more about the Nemo Aurora 2-person tent, I'll leave you some links down in the video description. I hope you enjoyed my long-term review of this tent. Thanks for watching.